Alright, so let's jump into it. So this is just a slight update to the patrolling game that is currently right now on Android. We are releasing the iOS version sometimes this month. There's just a few little updates I'm trying to get out the door first before I release it. So both the Android and iOS should be similar to each other. And again, the Android version been out for a little bit for testing and support, but now the iOS version will be published fully live to everyone. Again, there's a few little things I had to make sure works and changes and updates before I release this code. Once I release this, I'm gonna take a break back and work on the main game. So I'm not gonna be touching this for a while. And this is gonna be free to play. This is not a paid game. This is a free to play game. So I might be updating a few little things here and there, like such as the levels and the enemies. But I'm gonna be putting most of my time towards making the full game. Which again would be seen. It's going to be titled Patrolling, but not WTH, because this is again is just a survival part of the game. So let me jump into it just to detail a few things. I added one of the big things I added was a randomizer for enemies in terms of for levels, because I wanted to try to make it where it seems dynamic in the sense of how it's loading certain enemies and let's see, levels. One thing that I did take note from is I was looking at just how let's say, Tetris, which is after each high score it switched to another level. So that's what I wanted to actually do, is to after a score it switches to a different level. As you can see, you probably didn't even notice that this is a different enemy type than what was just happening earlier. And pretty much after each thousand points, right now I might jump it up to 2,000. It basically switches to a new level. So what I may do is after every 2,000 points, it will switch to a new level, which basically will be pulling in new characters or new enemies. I may have to put a system in place where it actually makes sure that they're randomized, because right now I think it basically it's randomizing in a pool, but I do believe that some enemies may show up more than the amount of time. So I might actually put it into like an array where it pushes out a different set of enemies. So again, right now it's just for three different enemy group types. Not three different enemies, but three different enemy group types. So this is, I think I forgot the name of this group, but but in the main game, which has a story, there are like three different groups or factions, and you're of course there are four factions, so you're one of the fourth faction that you're fighting against, or is your enemy in the game. So right now I just hit 1,000 score, so I'm thinking when it's looping. So after we hit 2,000, it should hopefully bring in a new group of enemies. I'll see in a second, which it did not. And I don't think I'll survive long enough to find out if that's going to be in place. The only thing that's saving me right now is these rock formation, because they can't shoot through the rocks. But I didn't survive. So, here we go. This is the metal surgeons. I definitely remember. These are the metal surgeons. I think the other ones were the Kali. Oh man, I'm gonna run out of shields and power. Yeah. If you notice how it's red, more red than anything, that tells me that I'm really low on energy in terms of, oh man, I can't hide by anything. So that's the one thing about the game. You have to actually manage your resource. You have both your power. For example, if you notice I'm shooting, my energy consumption is a lot greater when I'm shooting. So it's not all about shooting most times. You can shoot to get certain things like those stationary gun turrets away. But if you have the floating gun turrets, now that's what you gotta worry about. Because I'm going to die here. Because look at my, oh man, I don't think I'll survive another hit. I'm down to two shield. Need to get it back up. I need some things. Oh man, this is not good. I don't think I'll survive it. Two more. Okay, I just need that other one over here. Okay, great. Okay, I have a full tank. But the sad thing is that enemy weapon fire take it down really fast. and you know you're trying your best not to crash into anything, because then again that takes a chunk off your energy. There we go. I'm out of power again. It's gonna take a while to charge back up. Come on. Great. So yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it right now. I might add one or two more little things to it, and then that's a wrap for that part. And I'm out of door. The biggest thing for me in this game was just trying to find the right balance of a lot of things, because it's tough to try to find that right balance. You know what's going to be the right balance of enemies or types. You know, what's how you don't make game too hard. Because I have three different rampers, things that ramp the difficulty up, and so there's a 2 minute cooldown, pretty much. So I have a timed cooldown, and then I also have what would I call a points-based cooldown. After every, oh man, my ship just got destroyed because I was just right in the middle of everything. So pretty much what happens is that when after one, so it will there's going to be a sequence where it loads one enemy at first, and then after 60 seconds it ramps up to like 3 or 5, and then it cools down, so it gives you a little a breathing window. But the funny thing is that if there are so many enemies coming at you at the same time, it's hard to even notice the cooldown. It's just ramping all the way through. But anyway, that was a playtest for the Android. And again, once we have everything out the door, that's it. I don't want to press any other things because I don't want to get flagged by Google Ads. And I had to actually put this in airplane mode. This way I don't get any pings towards that. All right, guys. Have a good day. Peace.